Hello, you're listening to a DocTalk podcast short with Dr. Neil Galletly and me, James Piecowye. And I think you mentioned the word gut health and probiotics and the never-ending list of things that people are jumping on. Some cases really good, some cases, hold on, you got to think about that a little bit more. But this whole gut health is becoming so, it's getting a lot of attention over the last 5 years. I think it's just astronomical increase in people wanting to find things to help have a better gut, possibly because intolerances are becoming more prevalent, and they're looking at alternatives to help sort it out. What are your thoughts in that whole area of probiotics and things? How do you look at that?
Alrighty. So, I think medical science, we're still really scratching the surface of what there is to know about the role of the microbiome, all these billions of good bacteria that live in our colons. And, we know it's there. We know that having a well-balanced microbiome is important for all sorts of aspects of health, not just gut health, but it seems to have an impact on heart health, liver health, mental health. There are all sorts of things that the microbiome does. But what we're really not good at the moment, and where there needs to be a lot of research, is finding out, okay, so we know that there's a connection there, but how can we manipulate that?
Right.
What can we do to help improve all these aspects of our bodily health? How can we, help supplement and promote the microbiome? And at the moment, we're at the stage of, well, let's give you probiotics, let's give you some additional good bacteria to try and, boost the diversity of the good bacteria in the gut. And, I think there's certainly roles for probiotics. Now, I tell my patients, listen, they're almost never a magic bullet. They may do a tiny bit to help promote how you're feeling and, help improve things, but they're never going to be a magic bullet. Having said that, they're almost never dangerous. So, I'm very happy to prescribe courses of probiotics for a month or so. I don't think you need to be continually taking probiotics month after month after month, but maybe a couple of times a year. It's helpful to replenish the good bacteria, improve the diversity with maybe a month's course of probiotics.
Well, one of the things that I notice, and I love that description you just given of how we use probiotics, and there's so much more to learn, and the interrelationship of things. I mean, as you talk about your biome, your gut biome, and heart and liver, and all, brain, and all these relationships. What I want to back into just for a second is time. And when I start thinking about intolerances, or we start thinking about, gut health and diet change, and, maybe taking a probiotic periodically, all of these issues that we're dealing with don't resolve themselves fast. And, you can resolve the bloating fast, and you can resolve the diarrhea fast. You can resolve, the trigger, the things that you're noticing fast. But the long-term resolution of what's going on, I've noticed it as I've been doing some reading, it's time that it takes for your whole system, it appears, to reset and to take on these new things that you're doing to help mitigate the challenges of going back to food intolerances. Am I reading that correctly?
No, I think that's fair. I think, time, well, as we say, is the great healer. And honestly, it is. It's, in this modern fast-paced lifestyle, and particularly here in Dubai, I guess, people want a solution now.
I think
not
everywhere.
Yesterday.
I think everywhere.
Yeah, I guess that's probably
what's
true.
the pill I can take? What can I do? Is there some treatment? Can you give me a shot? I think globally, and I think it comes back to our social medias. We just want everything instantly. And if I can't get it instantly, I'm going to go find another doctor who can give it to me instantly. And it's like, it doesn't matter which doctor you go to. The long-term resolution, things are going to work, but you need to change things. And I think,
and that's it. I think a lot of, dealing with patients, it's about forming that relationship so you can work. So, sort of in the longer term to try and keep things resolved. It's not about coming for one or two visits and then expecting a quick fix. There are a few things we can do that for, and that's great. But there's a lot of things that take time to gradually work to improve things over time. Yeah.
And sometimes trial and error, I guess, does this work? Does that work? Do we tweak this, tweak that.
Yeah, in all honesty, that's absolutely true. People may want to think that, doctors, we always know the right answer right away. But no, in all honesty, there is a fair bit of trial and error. But it's, taking the patient's history, listening carefully to the patient, and then working out what our best guess of the thing that will work is. And if that doesn't work, what the next thing is. And that's what medicine's all about.